Hello, Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you?
I'm fine.
Good. So, how did you guys started? How did you guys started doing? Um, what's the term? How did you guys start doing music?
Well, I started out at a very young age. I was 7 years old. I took piano lessons for 3 years, and I was 7 years old, so I never practiced. I didn't get any better,
Hmm.
and eventually, my teacher, after 3 years, said he has no musical talent. So I
Hmm.
stopped playing piano and switched to trumpet. Played trumpet throughout high school, and that was sort of my way in. The rest of it is all self-taught.
I'm saying you're from Waterford, Michigan.
I am.
How you like it there?
I feel very comfortable here. I was born and raised in this area. I've lived a lot of other places over the years, but ended up back here. And it's different now. When I was a kid, it was very much like a small town. We had farms and woods and, you know,
Hmm.
and now it's just big suburban sprawl. But it's, we have a nice house in a lovely neighborhood and we're happy.
Hmm. Did you like it? Did you like? Did you like doing it?
Doing, doing what?
Playing instruments and stuff?
Oh, of course, yeah. I love being a musician. Um, and I play a number of instruments, and I've been in a lot of bands and had a lot of great experiences. But my favorite thing is being a songwriter.
Okay. What's your favorite thing?
Being a
What's your favorite
songwriter.
part doing it? What's your favorite part liking it and doing it?
As being a songwriter?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. There's a lot of things that go into it. So you know,
Hmm.
there's this moment
Yes.
of creation when you just feel like you've really
Hmm.
achieved your goal, you've really done something that you're proud of.
Hmm.
When I write a song and I'm really onto a song and I feel like there's something going on with this song, I just want to play it. There's something going on with this song, I just want to play it all day long. And I wake up the next day and I just want to play it all day. And that moment is very satisfying for me.
Okay, so you was what's your favorite type of music do you like to do when you was younger?
When I was younger,
Yeah,
well,
up to now.
the first band I played in was a rock and roll band. We played a
Hmm.
lot of cover tunes. We played in bars, weddings, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I was really into that music then. Uh, and then I got in a band that was from Detroit, a 10-piece
Hmm.
band. I was in the horn section,
Yes.
and we played, really funky R&B kind of music. And I was working with everybody in the band was a better musician than I was. And that was a wonderful time, and I loved that music. And, I've taken a trend over the years to really enjoy jazz as well because it's a very challenging and intellectual sort of music, and at the same time, it's real free. But as a
Yeah.
songwriter, I was
Yeah.
always drawn to folk music
Yeah.
because the lyrical content, well, you were allowed to write interesting
Hmm.
content.
That's
So
awesome.
I kind of combine all those things now in a way. All those influences have fed into what I do now.
Okay, what you like first, the lyrics, the melody, or play the instrument? What comes to mind when you writing a piece of paper or type of a computer?
That's a great question because over the years, I've altered the way I do it. I've tried everything. I've been writing songs for over 50 years now, and I do approach things differently than a whole lot of other songwriters. I've been a songwriting instructor for a long
Hmm.
time, and so to me now they sort of I think your greatest instrument for writing songs is your imagination.
Yes.
So I don't pick up my instrument. and I write everything sort of in my imagination. I
Hmm.
use, the tool we have that everybody has that you can access immediately is your voice. Well,
Okay.
songs are meant to be sung, and a truly
Yeah.
great song, the melody of the song carries it,
Yes.
tells the story, and lives on. So
Yes.
I hear the, music, I hear the
Yes.
melody coming with the lyrics. And when I'm writing a lyric, I have a pretty good
Yes.
sense where the melody might go. And I really iron that out by walking
Yes.
around and just singing what it's going to
Okay.
be for a long time before I ever go to an instrument because I don't want the instrument and
Yes.
the limitations of my ability to play an instrument
Hmm.
get in the way of what the song wants to be.
Yes.
So that's
That's
how I
very
do.
awesome. So I want. So you play a lot of shows. I read on your recipe. I heard that you play a lot of shows.
I do. Not right now, of course, because
Yeah.
nobody's able to go to shows. But
Do you
yeah.
miss doing it? Do you miss doing it?
Oh yeah, I do. I love to perform. There's a moment when the way that it feels when you're really connecting with a group of people
Hmm.
and they are. At some point, it's no longer about me at all. It's about the relationship we have together as a group, and
Okay.
that's a beautiful feeling. And if it's work that you've created out of your
Yeah.
own imagination that you're giving to them
Yeah.
as your gift to them, it's a beautiful feeling when they enjoy it.
Yeah. That's great. So okay. So you okay. So music was your hobby back then. So
It's always been more than a hobby to me. It's always been the thing I've been most dedicated to, and for a very long time, it's been my profession.
what's next for you in the future? I mean, what's next for you if this COVID clears up?
Well, I'm on a path, and that path isn't going to really change. I do a lot of producing records for people, and fortunately, because I have a very small studio and generally work with individuals, we've been able to continue working on people's projects. So I've been producing. I've got three projects right now. One that's done for a guy named Jerry Price,
Hmm.
who it's in at the manufacturer right now. One for a couple, Laura and Marty Cohn, which we've recorded completely. It's
Yes.
in the final stages of mixing. Another one for a guy named Steve Gullion, who's a wonderful songwriter, and that record's
Hmm.
pretty far along
Okay.
too. And then I got a couple records of my own I've been messing around with for a long time, and they're nearing completion as well. When I'm able to play shows, of course, I'm going to get out and play, and I'm really contemplating. Like, I haven't really toured for
Hmm.
many years, but I
Okay.
had a tour lined up to go to Kansas and Texas, and that fell through. But I'm really thinking about getting back on the road a little bit. I like to
Hmm.
tour, so there'll probably be some of that. I'm going to play as
Hmm.
many shows as I can, keep
Okay.
writing songs. That's and I've been involved. I taught songwriting at Interlochen, which is the internationally renowned arts
Yeah.
academy in northern Michigan, for 6 years. And then the past 2 years, I've been able to be at the center of a songwriting program that's
Yes.
part of the Wheatland Festival, music
Okay.
festival. It's a gigantic festival in
Okay.
central Michigan. Happens every year. And this year, of course, we had to do a virtual version. But I
Hmm.
think that they're going to continue with that program, and I think that I'm going to be continue to be the guy that runs it. So I'll probably be doing that as an instructor, and that is really joyful too. I love teaching songwriting.
Music is what's your favorite passion instrument?
Oh,
Um. Okay. So besides doing music, what else you like to do besides doing music?
I read a lot. I read a lot, and that really filters into the songwriting. You have to have material, and after a while, you run short of your own personal stories. So, I do a lot of reading. Um, My wife and I, we like to go for walks. Sometimes we ride our bikes. But, I spend a lot of time just focused on this, and it really fills up my time. So my main attention is stuff to do with music and songs, and I don't really have a lot of other outside hobbies, I wouldn't say. We go camping sometimes.
Okay. You camp around summertime.
I'm sorry?
Do you camp around summertime?
Yeah, in the summertime, uh, and the festival I'm talking about is in mid-September, and it's actually a camping thing. It's a 3-day festival, and it gets pretty cold, but we go do that upon occasion.
Okay, what are
But
you doing in
usually, yeah,
festivals?
we camp in the summer for a week or two, and that's really fun.
You like going to the festivals when you was younger?
Well, I like to perform at festivals. I like to go to festivals too. Um, but they're really good gigs, but they're hard to get for solo acts because they like bands. So
Hmm.
we get a few of them, you know.
That's pretty awesome. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you perform.
Well,
Yeah,
that would be
I never saw you perform before because I can't
well,
wait
that
to
would be
see that.
really great. I'd love to have you come and see me perform.
I would like to. I'll support you.
Man, bring all your friends, man.
Sure will. So I was about to say. So you also I can't think of. Oh yeah, but you like to watch The Voice.
I'm not into that.
Oh, you watch TV, don't
Well,
you?
yeah, I like TV, but I'm not into these musical competition shows too much. And for one thing, I know a lot about them. Someone I know, Josh Davis, was uh, on The Voice and The Voice and went really far into it. And he has nothing good to say about that
Okay.
experience. Um, what people need to know is the contestants on those shows are uh, they go and pick out the people they want and
Mm?
invite them to be part of the show. The people that show up for the auditions never get in. It's just to make it look good on TV. And they have a plan. They know who they want to win, who's gonna win, and what they're really doing with the young people that sign up for them is they present them with a bunch of contracts to sign. They want them to sign away some of the publishing for their songs. They want them to sign to management deals and record deals for them. They're kind of taking advantage of them.
Yeah.
And they also want to control your artistic
Hmm.
direct. They want to tell you who to be, how to look, how to move, how to dance, all that stuff.
Yes.
And it's kind of the nature of the commercial music business now that it's being run by corporations and they really don't want they want to control it so that they have a product that they can sell in a certain way. So creativity is really not encouraged.
Yeah.
Um, so it's not good for developing young artists.
Yeah.
I worked with a lot of kids, the
Yes.
teenagers that were great singer-songwriters that came from all over the world, and a lot of them had actually tried out for some of these things. One of them was on American Idol and went all the way almost to the end. And
Hmm.
I tried to encourage them to follow their own inspiration and to really not let the industry get a
Yeah.
hold of
Get
them
to you.
because and in the end, most of those people do not end up with a satisfying career. You can build a career under the radar, not be, a big
Yes.
famous
Correct.
star, and do exactly what you want,
Yes.
play
Correct. That's
exactly the
correct.
music you love. And you know, one thing that came to me partway through my career was
Hmm.
kind of like what I want to do does not satisfy.
Yes. see what you're saying now.
I'm playing all these covers in a cover
Cover
band
songs,
in
yeah,
a bar. Not so great, really. I get to
yeah,
play, I get paid. Yeah, it's not what I want though.
yeah,
So follow your heart and do the thing that brings you joy. Otherwise, why are you doing it? You know, fame and fortune, it's not really that satisfying
yeah,
if you get it,
yeah.
and the
Correct.
chances are slim. Let's face it. You
Do you
know.
like college? Do you like college? Do you need to go to college,
Oh, college? Yeah, I
or
blew
you
my
study for
opportunities
college?
in I blew my opportunities in college. I was really distracted and in a bad place, and so I wasted the time I had in college, and I only lasted about 3 semesters, and then I dropped out. You know, so it took me a long time to really get focused and figure out what it was I wanted to do and stop fooling around with my life and get more serious about it. So, it's one of the reasons I got a kind of a slow start in the business. But I think college is a great thing to do and a great opportunity. I would encourage everyone who has the opportunity to go to certainly go, but don't, I didn't even do any of the work. I just wasted that. So make the most of your opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it now? Do you like restaurants on that?
Do I like what?
Do you like fast food?
Fast food? No, not into it. I'm into trying to be as healthy as I can with the food
Okay,
that
you cook at home.
I do. I'm a pretty good cook.
Okay.
Yeah. I do a fair amount of the cooking for my family. Not all of it, but
Nope.
yeah, I do cook at home. And it's kind of fun. I
Mm,
get creative.
yeah. What do you like to cook at home?
Well, we have a whole sort of routine of recipes. So, everything from the usual stuff like steaks and burgers to, um, I make a really good macaroni and cheese casserole that
Mm,
has four, three kinds of cheese, and it's got broccoli and carrots and peas in it, and it's really good. Um, I like to use whole ingredients. I like to use like brown rice, whole wheat, pasta, stuff like that.
mm. Pasta sounds good.
Soups, stew. If we have leftover like a roast or something, I'll make stew. I'm really good at stew.
Mm.
So many things. I cook many things.
Okay. Do you enjoy watching movies at home, or you like enjoying watching movies at the theater?
Both. I like both, but
I do too.
of course you can't go to the theater right now much. But um, I don't have a lot of money, so we don't go to the theater a lot. But when there's something I really want to see, it's fun to go and see it on the big screen. It has a lot more impact, and I enjoy that. Yeah.
What movie you watch at home?
Oh, everything. Really. I mean, I'm not really into horror,
Or horror films?
icky stuff. It just kind of bugs me. But I like kind of every other kind of music or movie. I'm sorry. Um, everything from action films to heartwarming films and everything in between. I'm kind of lately. I've been getting into some of the films that are made in other countries.
Oh,
But
you wanted to be an actor.
me? Are you asking me?
I say you say you want to be in the future films.
No. No, I've
Right.
done the only acting I've done, I've written two plays, two musicals, one by
Okay, place.
myself and one with my daughter. And the first one, I realized that I don't know anything about theater, so I made it smaller and smaller until it became this little production that we could do at music venues. And I
Okay.
hired some other actors, so there were four of us. So I
Mm,
actually acted in it, but I had good actors to help sort of buoy me up because I am not an actor. And we toured with it for 2 years and had a real great run. We got standing ovation. It was really fun, really
You
fun.
liked it?
Oh yeah, I did like it, but
Okay,
I
great.
don't think of myself as an actor, and that's
At least you tried.
well, I think I did okay, for that particular role. But acting's not my path. And my daughter has worked in theater a lot. She's not an
Okay.
actor. She likes working in theater, so she's worked with actors, and she has seen what it goes into it to really be a
Yeah.
professional actor. And it's it's as complicated as creating music,
Hmm?
in its own.
Oh, your daughter got interested in the theater.
She does, but she doesn't want to be an actor. She's a very creative person. She likes doing things with costumes. She's a stitcher, so she does a lot of making outfits and that sort of thing. And
Okay.
she worked in the wardrobe department and also as a dresser. She really likes doing that kind of thing. She's very into vintage costumes and the whole history behind them,
Okay.
how they were made, and all that sort of thing. So she's got her certain niche that she really loves.
Okay.
And she and I wrote this other musical together, which we're trying to find a home for, get a company interested in putting on. I think it'll be really cool if we
Yeah.
can.
Sometime in the future, would you like to do a duet with your daughter sometime?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was kind of a stay-at-home dad, so we spend time together. She's still staying here with us right now. So, she goes camping with us. We like to kayak. We like to watch movies. We read together as a family.
Okay. What do you
All the
read?
time. That's fun. Right now, we're going through the whole entire Harry Potter series.
Oh yeah,
We
yes. I
we
love Harry
both,
Potter.
yeah.
That's awesome. You both kind of have the similar interests.
We do, and of course, we have divergent interests as well,
Yeah.
as all people do. You know.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait for you to perform on stage because I never saw you on stage before.
Well,
So
looking forward to it.
yeah, looking forward to next year.
Yeah.
So you'll be in a Trinity House in Livonia still?
Well, I'm
I'm
part
trying to
of a
make sure.
group. I'm part of a group called Songwriters Anonymous, and you are too now, because you came to one of our meetings. And we do meet at the Trinity House in Livonia once a month. We can't do it now, so we're doing it
What
as a
they do
Zoom.
there?
And usually, though, we meet there once a month. And once a year, we have a big uh, uh, benefit concert at Trinity House to benefit the theater. And we sell out the show
Mm-hmm.
and feature our performers from our group, and all the money goes to Trinity House. And this year, of
Okay.
course, we can't do it, so we're trying to
Yeah,
figure out how to
that's sad.
do a online version of that because Trinity
Oh,
House
virtual. Okay.
obviously is struggling because they can't do any shows
Mm-hmm.
except virtually too. So we're trying to figure out a way to keep that theater going because it's a great resource for acoustic music in Michigan.
That's great. I'm glad they doing different stuff in the Trinity House because I never know they was doing it.
Oh,
I didn't know they would stop doing it.
it's wonderful. They have concerts most Fridays and Saturdays throughout the year, and every now and then someone puts on a play there. Then they have some other groups that do some other things. There's an open mic night, and a friend of mine has a concert series there on Sundays once a month called the Empty Chair
Hmm.
Show, which is real Joel Palmer, which is real cool because he has a featured artist and he has the host, which is himself and Annie and Rod Capps, friends of mine, and they
Okay.
all do a in the round song, and then the fourth guest is a member of the audience. And everybody
Hmm.
that wants to play throws their names in a hat, and they pull their name out of the hat, and they come up and sit in the empty chair, and play
Hmm.
their songs. So it's like a concert and it's like an open
It's kind
mic.
of cool.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun.
I should go. That kind of like cool. Next
Yeah, you
year.
should go. But of course, right now they're doing it online because again, you can't go there.
Yeah. Do you miss going there?
Of course, yeah. Don't you? I miss going everywhere.
I know you do. Well, yeah. I know you got. Do you got anything coming up? So I wanted to know
Well, are you talking about like online shows or?
anything.
Well, again, I have these two albums that I've been working on for a number of years. I
Hmm.
started out with an album idea, and there's a guy that was my mentor, just one of the greatest songwriters I've ever heard, that
Hmm.
I just admired, and I eventually was able to establish a friendship with him. And we swap. His name is Michael Peter Smith, and
Okay.
he died in August. We lost
Oh.
him, but he and I swapped our projects and critiqued each other's projects, gave each other feedback, and his feedback caused me to realize it needed to be two different records. Some of the songs just didn't go together, and so I've been messing around with that for a long time now, and they're both nearly done. So at some point, I'm going to figure out how to release those into the world and give
Yeah.
them life out in the real world. So that's the main thing I have coming up, other than the recording projects for other people I'm producing.
Are you considered you want to release an album by next year?
Maybe sooner. Maybe
Sooner.
sooner. I
You
have
don't
to
know
figure
yet,
out.
right?
I have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But it's the first one is virtually done.
Okay.
Just
So
needs to
what's
be
your website?
attached. I'm sorry.
What's the website? So I listened to
Oh,
one of your music. It was awesome.
danhazlett.com. It's real simple.
Okay.
danhazlett.com.
Yeah. I couldn't pronounce it anyway. I,
Everybody does.
oh yeah. I call it hazelnut or something.
Yeah, it's Hazlett.
Hazelnut something.
Hazlett.
I always keep calling your last name somewhere like that.
Everybody gets it wrong.
Yeah. It's kind of awkward for me to pronounce it, but before you go, would you like to make 20 albums before your time? How many albums did you make? Do you like
With the two
touring?
I'm
Do you
working
like
on right
make
now,
albums more?
with the two I'm working on right now, that would be 12. Um, of my material, of my original material.
Okay.
Would I do 8 more? I don't know. The older I get, the longer I take.
That's already
Messing
great.
around, trying to get it exactly right, which songs. So I, I don't know. I might end up doing that many.
You're a
I'm
busy
not a
man.
young person. I'm 68. How many
Yeah.
more years am I
You're
going to live
proud
to
of it.
do? I'm sorry.
I saw you proud of it.
Proud of being 68.
Yes.
I'm happy to be 68. I never thought I'd make it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. I hope to. I feel like I'm in great shape. I feel like I could do this another 20 years. Why not? You know.
Would you like to make more albums or do
I'm
more
sure I'll
tour?
make more. I don't know if I'll make 8 more. Maybe I will. I
I would
certainly
like to
have
make
plenty of
more
songs to do it.
because I like listening to you.
Well, thank you.
Me, you should do a duet, but that'd be okay with.
That'll be a future project. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Thanks for taking your time. Um, I'm so interested to know more about you. So I was so interested for get to know you better. So thank you for coming over here. It's
Well,
my
thanks.
my brand new show, my talk show.
Yeah, thanks for asking, and it's really been a pleasure, Jacob.